Welcome back to another episode of
We have a very special guest tonight. Please welcome comedian Vanessa Johnston.
Yeah, what's up, dude?
What's up? Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me.
All right. I have some questions and everything.
I have some questions too. Do you chew tobacco?
Yeah, dude.
That's crazy.
I learned that in good old Minnesota.
That's where I'm from.
I know that. That's why I said that.
Dang.
I might ask you. Me and my brother, you know my brother Bobby.
Yeah.
We lived in Edina.
Oh no way, dude.
Do you know where Edina, Minnesota is?
Are you looking at me or the audience?
I don't know.
Or the dog.
Do you know where Edina is?
Yeah. I'm from Edina, kind of.
Really?
Yeah.
So I vaguely remember this was back in the day. We went to Highlands Elementary.
Oh, you guys like grew up there?
As kids.
Well, that's what
when
growing
we were like
up is.
kindergarten.
We grew up there as adults.
Yeah.
Dang, bro, you were like the only Asians there, huh? I didn't even see an Asian while I was there.
Yeah, we were.
Did people come up to you and like touch you? Like,
oh no, but we were, or they threw us on the ice. We were playing ice hockey that young. They threw us on the ice, and then that's how I got introduced to this. Because I remember
as a kid.
As a kid, because at the snack shop where you put your skates on or your Coopers or whatever on, and this guy he offered it to me, and he's like, just put it in your mouth, and then I got dizzy.
Wait, so how old are you when you became a gangster?
With this?
Yeah.
Where I started getting gum disease?
Yeah.
I didn't pick it up as a kindergartner, but later in life, because I wrestled
Second grade.
No, when I wrestled in high school, I picked it up again.
Wow, dude.
In Poway, California, San Diego.
But Bobby doesn't do that.
Oh,
is that like a secret? Okay, we won't say anything.
I'm looking.
Do we keep his drug habit on the? No, don't say anything. We're gonna get in trouble. You're making it weird.
I don't know.
Whatever you're gonna say, don't say it.
He probably has it. He used to.
Oh, okay. Why is this like a super secret? I feel like Bobby's done so many worse things other than doing that.
Okay, can I be honest with you? And I don't want to do this because this is the Steebee Weebee Show. This is not Tiger Belly. He has done it before. But I don't want to put it out there because his girlfriend might get mad.
Oh, makes sense.
That's why.
What's his girlfriend's name? Like, isn't it like
Kalila?
Oh, I thought. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm glad I didn't say what I thought it was.
They have their own podcast.
I thought it was so wasabi, and I'm like, that's so much up.
They have their own podcast called Tiger Belly.
Oh yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah. George, you gonna get her on Tiger Belly as well?
I was talking shit to that guy. I'm sorry, dude. I was like, oh, what's up with all the questions, homie? He was like, He's like, so what do you want to talk about? I'm like, it doesn't matter.
Does he look familiar to you, the guy behind the camera?
Yeah. I did a podcast with him like 6 months ago.
Called, what's the first
Joe
thing?
Flanders.
What's the first thing at the top line?
Bad Times, Good Stories.
So that's how we heard about you.
Oh.
From the Bad Times, Good Stories podcast. Shout out to Joe Flanders.
Yeah, he's dope.
So how did you, let's start from there. Like, did you have a good time doing that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, fuck you, Joe Flanders.
Yeah.
No, it was good. It was super fun.
And then you told a lot of stories?
I think so.
Okay, cool. And then let's go back to your origins. You're from Minnesota.
My origin story, like it's like a Marvel comic book. Well, my dad didn't say he loved me, and I'll start it from there. Wait, what was the question?
So you're from where in Minnesota?
Okay, so like Lakeville and Minnetonka. It was a half.
Minnetonka. Okay.
Yeah.
In ice skating, like you got thrown on the ice as well, right?
Yeah, I think everybody
It's a way
does.
of life there, right?
It's like a way of passage.
Yeah. And then how did you survive the winters? It's so damn cold there.
I don't know, dude. I just did it like everyone else.
Yeah. Are there there's no minority, there's no Asians or Hispanics there?
No, not really, dude. In my high school, there was like 4 people that weren't white out of like 400. Yeah, my place was white as fuck.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
No black or
There's like a black and like I don't think a Native American snuck in, but like a black maybe like fell in, and then a Hispanic.
Jeez.
Yeah, no, it was so white.
That's
dude.
crazy.
And I was like, and everyone was so white, and everyone like wore like fake tanner, and this was back when like it was shitty fake tan, so everyone was just like orange.
Oh.
It was like orange with like bad highlights, dude. And Abercrombie and Fitch, everyone wore Abercrombie. If you didn't wear Abercrombie where I was from, you were a loser, dude.
That was the style,
bro. I was thinking about this the other day. By the way, this jean jacket is the only Abercrombie thing I own.
I thought it was Levi's.
No, that's exactly why I still own it,
Yeah.
because it doesn't look like Abercrombie.
Yeah.
Shout out to Abercrombie. No, just
Shout
kidding.
out to Abercrombie. Please sponsor the podcast. I know you have money. Please.
But, so like,
Please.
I don't know if you know this, but people. So in my high school, at the Mall of America, which is like the biggest mall.
Explain to the viewers what the Mall of, because this is a famous mall in
Super
America,
famous.
right?
It's just
Explain to the viewers what this is.
So it's like the most famous. It's the biggest mall in America,
Do
or one
they
of them.
really have like a ski lift there, or like?
Bro, aren't you from there?
Wait,
is this a joke? Are you not actually from there?
No, I did live there, but I was in kindergarten. I don't remember nothing. I remember one winter where our driveway, I slid down the whole thing because it was ice.
Yeah.
I remember I learned how to ride a bike there, and I remember the guy offering me chewing tobacco at the ice rink. Yeah, that's all I remember. So go back to the Mall of America.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Okay. The Mall of America, dude. Like, so big. It's a huge mall. There's that doesn't even matter. It's a super big mall. The point of the story is that Abercrombie and Fitch. I know you're hung up on like the ski resort. There's no ski resort inside.
There's a water slide?
No, there's no water slide.
Okay, I thought there was.
It's just like there's like an amusement park. It's like a Six Flags inside of a mall.
What?
Yeah.
They have roller coasters?
Roller coasters.
We should do a vlog there. That's what we should do, the vlog.
Yeah.
How much are tickets?
To the mall? It's free.
Oh, it's free. It's free?
Yeah, not.
Oh, to ride the rides.
Oh, it's like $6, dude. You got this.
You can ride all the coasters?
No, it's like $23 for an unlimited wristband. Why do I know that?
Dude.
I'm an adult, dude. I'm like, it's $23. I don't even like live there anymore.
We got to go there. But keep going. Talk about, I'm fascinated with this mall. Yeah.
Okay, so in my high school, so back in the day, all the high school kids would walk around the Mall of America hoping to get recruited to work at Abercrombie. Do you remember that white dude? Yeah.
Why is your face turning red, George?
It was a thing. Where are you from? Michigan. Okay, yeah, so like in the Midwest, it's like they would recruit, and there was like, it was kind of racist because it was only like white people that worked there, and it was a thing. And so like, that's why the blonde white knows about it. And so in my high school, dude, it was like, oh bro, guess what? This weekend Abercrombie asked me to work there. It was like minimum wage, like $6 an hour or whatever.
Retail, dude.
Yeah, $6 an hour, but it was like there was nothing that topped that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're a model, psh, whatever. I work at Abercrombie and Fitch. Like, it was like being casted.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's weird.
So dumb.
Yeah. What do you think about that in hindsight? Like, that's kind of lame, huh?
It's super
It's
stupid.
super lame.
But by the way, genius on Abercrombie's part, making it I don't know how they got into it being a cool thing, but all the hot girls, I wasn't pretty in high school. I wasn't like a hot person. Very shocking, I know. And so all the hot girls in my high school all worked at Abercrombie.
And they're proud of it.
Super proud.
Who's their competitor at the mall?
At the for Abercrombie?
Yeah, there has to be a counterpart.
Well, I think
to
Forever
that.
21 annihilated
Oh,
everybody.
they killed it, right?
Yeah,
but that came later, right?
No, but that's why Abercrombie and Fitch is like obsolete now.
I love Gap. I'm a Gap guy.
You
I
look-
love, yeah,
You look like a
the
Gap guy.
But you know what?
I've never heard anyone like endorse it.
Yeah,
Like,
no. I like
I'm
the
a Gap guy. You know,
No, I didn't mean to.
Just-
but I'm gonna take that
just
back.
swag.
I'm more of a Uniqlo guy. Have you
I
heard
love
of-
Uniqlo. That's very Asian, bro.
It is.
It's on my. Are you Japanese?
Korean.
Wow, it's not kind of fucked up. Don't they like hate each other?
Damn, you know your ears. You know what? Asians. You know, people are people to me.
It's very nice of you.
I love Asians, Cambodians, Samoans.
I don't.
My girlfriend's Filipino. I
Oh,
love it.
wow.
I love all the race. I love all the Asian races. Vietnamese, whatever. What?
No, he.
No, I love all races. White, black, Hispanic. I speak a little Espanol, un poquito. yeah. Let's go back to you. This is interesting because I didn't have Mall of America written down here. How did you? What was your first exposure to stand-up comedy? You must have watched something, maybe an HBO
No.
special or something.
No, dude, I didn't even know stand-up existed.
But then how did you find it?
Okay, so this dude took me on a date.
How old? How long?
I was like
ago?
21 years old.
And then you were in LA by this point?
Yes.
Okay, let's backtrack. When did you decide to? You graduated there, but when did you go to college in LA?
No, I didn't go to college.
But so when did you decide to move from Minnesota to Los Angeles?
When I was 18.
And what made you do that?
Oh, dude. You need to run like a magazine. Like, you know, have you seen Devil Wears Prada?
I just watched it like 3 weeks ago.
I can tell by your body language. Bro, you got that like Anna Wintour vibe.
Really?
Yeah.
What are you laughing at, Bryce? Wait, the way I'm crossing.
I like how the 3 straight dudes in the room knew who Anna Wintour is. That's crazy to me. Are you gay?
She got you, dude. She got you. Yeah.
You're bisexual? Me too.
Yeah. God, they're all blushing with you being here. His face is turning red. He got quiet. God, they're all like nervous around you for some reason. Yeah. Okay.
That's making
Keep
it
going.
worse. Hey,
Okay.
hey crew, why are you guys so nervous?
Yeah.
What's up with that, dude?
Okay, so so you met someone and then you just moved out here? Okay. He does this all the time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Dude. He's like, fuck this podcast.
No. He's a part of
He
it.
just starts chewing the cords.
Yeah.
No. Oh, so I graduated high school early, and then
What high school?
I went to Lakeville,
Shout out to Lakeville.
South High School. All
Lakeville
the people
South
who
High
bullied
School,
me and
yeah.
said, no,
Now look at her. She's on the Steebee Weebee Show in Los Angeles, California.
doing big things, doing big things.
Surprisingly enough, we are growing in numbers, right, guys?
That's what.
Shout out to all my subscribers and my Patreon, 60K subscribers.
60,000 subscribers
60,000
on
and-
Patreon.
No, I wish.
Oh, because I was like, bro, you're crushing it.
No, I'm not. No, but yeah. So we have a Patreon here. If you want to, I'm doing on Mondays. I do a diary like a personal diary on my Patreon just for my patrons.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's a special thing.
And
I
they
do on
like it?
Monday. Yeah. I just kind of like. It's like a diary. You know. It's like just kind of like me talking to myself. In here. Yeah.
That's what a diary is.
Yeah. It's an exclusive thing for feature for my Patreon. So go to patreon.com/Steebee Weebee and back to you.
Bro, I see Bobby's face in your face. It's weird.
What do you mean?
I see like I have a little sister and we look very similar. And I think people will tell me it weirds them out because they're like, I see your face in her face, and then I see Bobby Lee's face in your face.
Really?
Like right, you're doing it right now. I see Bobby's face in your face. When I told him I was like, oh bro, I was like, your brother, I'm doing his podcast, and Bobby's like, oh wow, he needs that, and then
60,000, Vanessa.
60K.
He's like, he needs it. And then a group of, is that like a little mini you?
It's called the troll.
It looks like you kind
I feel
of.
anxious. I need to hold him. He said, okay.
He's
But
like,
you know what he did when he mentioned it to me? I was just in Gilbert, Arizona, visiting our folks, and then like one of the nights he goes, "Hey, you know Vanessa Johnston?" I go, "No, I don't know her." He goes, "Well, I bumped into her at the Comedy Store." I go, "Yeah." He goes, "She used to work for HBO, dude." I go, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah." And he just closed the door. Is that true?
yeah, dude, I used to work at HBO.
That's big time, dude.
Yeah.
So
Right now I work at Imagine, which is Brian Grazer and Ron Howard's production company. Yeah, thank you. I'd like to thank my
Dude,
parents.
give it up, dude.
Yeah.
She's up there, dude. So explain. So how did you get into like? I know I'm jumping the gun. So okay, so you're in LA at this point because you flew out here, right?
Is it soft?
No, it's hard. Cold the Troll's hard.
Okay.
Oh, no, we can edit that out. I didn't Cold the Troll's hard. That's coming off. Not immediately. So you.
Wait. Okay. What do you
You're in
want? What
Los
do you want
Angeles.
from me, dude?
Just the hit. Okay, so you're in LA at this point. You're in LA at this point. How did you like start like? Because I don't. It seems to me like you're a hustler.
Yeah, dude. I really wanted to do film and television producing. It was my dream. Well, not my. It was one of them. And then, it was hard because like I didn't have a degree, and it's kind of like a stereotypical person that gets in development. Like most people who are assistants at like studios, because that's the first step into getting into that kind of
The field.
Yeah, it's very there's meritocratic.
Hierarchies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the assistants have like master degrees from Harvard. Like it's fucking hard. Yeah.
So right when you came out there, you just dove in?
No, I was working actor for a couple years and I didn't like it and I quit. And
Commercials or theatrical?
No, theatrical. I did TV, and then on my last movie, I was like a lead because that's why I was like, I'm not gonna quit acting until I have my own trailer and I'm a lead in a movie. And then I did that, and I was like, yeah, I want.
What movie?
It's called Jurassic City. It's like it's I mean, it's on Netflix I think right now. It's okay. Anyway.
No. Let's yeah.
No, dude, it's like I die. I mean.
But it's
I get eaten by a dinosaur.
That's cool.
Yeah.
How many auditions did you have to go through?
Like 3. Well, they wrote the character for me.
Oh wow.
Well, yeah, because I auditioned for other characters, but then they're like, "We love you." Well, here's the thing: this is before I started stand up. I would crush like everything but the audition. Like I'd walk in, I was funny, and I was like da 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 da, and I did like crowd work on like the casting director and the producers.
Oh my goodness.
But I didn't do the audition well, and so they kept bringing me back, hoping that they were hoping like, oh, maybe she'll get it this time, and then they just wrote a character.
Oh, that's
using
so
kind
cool.
of who I am as a person.
When was this?
2011.
Oh, that's cool.
2012.
How'd you get it? Don't you need an agent to even be seen like?
Yeah, I had an agent.
Like, how'd you get an agent? Like, for those people who might be watching this thing, thinking how the process works. Like.
First of all, be fabulous. No, I was scouted for a TV show.
Mm-hmm. Now, what does that mean? Like, someone just
found me on social media.
Oh,
and then,
what?
Yeah, and then
they just approached you, like just
they're
cold
like,
call?
hey, yep.
Oh,
and then I was to get your SAG voucher, you have to do background acting.
Mm-hmm.
So I was auditioning I was like doing background acting, and then someone saw me on How I Met Your Mother, and they're like, oh, we're gonna give you like a guest star thing. So I just got bumped up.
Yeah.
And so that was my first thing, and then I got an agent, and yeah.
No commercial work?
No, I'm not likable enough for commercials.
It's good money though, isn't it?
I know.
Yeah.
Tell my face that.
Let's keep going. So then how'd you get into do HBO?
So, so basically I was interning. The dog sat on the thing. I was interning at JLo's production company.
Oh, shout out to JLo. Hell yeah.
Yeah. I was interning there.
What's the name of the company?
New York Weekend.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
You guys hear about this? You guys are tuning out? No. What's wrong? Are you tripping on my dog or what's going on?
Kirby took his seat.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, so you're JLo's company. You're doing stuff there?
Yeah, JLo's production company. And then I went to... I did an unpaid internship for like 6 months, and then I started temping at HBO because no one would take an interview with me because I didn't have a college degree.
Damn.
So I had to sneak in as a temp. So I started temping at HBO, and then I became full-time, and I worked at HBO for like 3 years, and then I went to another production company, and then that's when I started stand-up, and I started doing stand-up full-time, and I just got back into film and television producing.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
And then and then how did you get into the stand-up circuit out here as well?
Yeah.
Did you were your friends doing it? Or?
No, I didn't know anybody.
Then how did you start? I
just did mic. I just went to an open mic.
You did?
Yeah.
Which ones?
The first one I did was West Side Comedy Theater.
Oh, shout out that.
But I was
Is the ones you have to sign in for?
Yeah. For 3 minutes. They
Yeah.
put a name in a bucket. And I was so nervous because of what I looked like. I thought I was gonna fuck it up.
Yeah.
And so I wore these I looked like Eminem from 8 Mile.
Yeah.
I wore like a baggy a
beanie,
basically, and like a black sweatshirt and these like black baggy sweat. I was wearing like a sweat outfit and a hat. And then I went on stage and I was like, no one can know what I look like. And so I just put the hat over my face. It was just like my mouth. And I was and making these jokes. And I talked so fast. There was no time for them to even laugh. And people were like, what the fuck is this bitch doing?
Oh my God.
And my sister watched me. She was like, you should probably pause for the laughter. And then I did
How many mics were you? Because I saw on your Instagram, someone asked you what it takes to make it in comedy.
Oh, do you follow me?
Yeah.
I should follow you.
Yeah.
I should follow you back.
Yeah, I think you do.
I don't think... Do I? Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. I don't know. But your stories are interesting because that one was someone asked you how do you make comedy, and then you wrote down how many mics you hit a week or a day, and how much writing you do. Explain to the viewers what it takes to make it in comedy.
Well, so no, how that happened. So I was at the Hollywood Improv a couple days ago. This just happened. Oh.
Yeah.
And it was sold out, main room. And here's the thing, I've worked, and from Bobby, becoming a comic is so fucking hard. It's so much. It's not hard in terms of the business. It's hard just as a craft. It's like being an athlete. You have to go up every night, multiple times a night, and just I
did it for 6 months out here. George has
did?
done. Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
it's a tough racket. It's tough.
Hard.
It's tough.
It's hard to become good.
These open mics, there's no crowd. There's other comics just watching you.
Yeah, it's just a grind, and comedy is such a coveted thing, and so I have so much respect for stand-up and just the work ethic and everything. Anyway, so I just started getting to a place where I'm on club shows and relatively consistently, and I was waiting to go on stage in the main room at the Hollywood Improv.
This just happened
a couple days ago.
Yeah.
It was and it was an amazing lineup. It was Harlan Williams, Chris D'Elia, fucking Orny Adams. It was a great lineup, and I was in the middle, which was a great spot.
We know about D'Elia.
Yeah. Why, you had D'Elia on the podcast?
No, he hasn't done it yet. But he's done my brothers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Working his way.
Yeah.
So I was waiting to go on stage, and right when I was about, they were about to call my name, this female comic comes up to me. And she'd only been doing stand-up for 6 months, so she's kind of new.
She's an open micer?
Yeah, kind of pretty. Yeah. She was like, oh my God, Vanessa, I'm so glad you're here. I wanted to talk to you. And I was like, okay, not the right time. I'm about to go on stage.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, but I didn't say that because I don't want to be a bitch. She's like, yeah, I want to ask you, how do, I see you do so many shows. How do you get on shows? Who do you have sex with to get on shows? And I got so mad, dude. I was shaking.
Did you you want to do some
what's the
physical?
Because
Before you go on stage.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, who do you have sex with to get? And she was like, who do you have sex with to get on stage? Between us girls. And I'm like, and I was so mad because it's
That's a misconception. First of all, is That's that's a big
100%. Because here's the thing.
You gotta do the work, right? You gotta hustle.
Also, you look at lineups in Hollywood at the Laugh Factory at the store. There's one girl on the lineup. Sometimes no girls on the lineup. So it's like, if you could just fuck your way onto Hollywood Improv, it would be way more girls. You know what I mean? It's only dudes. So it's like, so this chick genuinely, I don't even think she was trying to be mean to me. I think, which made me even more mad.
What's her name?
I don't even know her name. I don't even know her name.
Because the viewers of the Steebee Weebee Show will find her.
Bro, dude, I don't even know her name, but she's like, who do you have sex with? And she genuinely wanted to know.
What was your response to that?
I was like, I didn't even know, because I was so caught off guard and I was so mad on multiple levels. Because I was like, one, you is disrespect to stand up.
Yeah, dude.
Just stand up, like the craft of stand up. You think it's you can just fuck your way onto this stage? Like, how dare you? Second, it's like, it's disrespect to me because you think that it's like I'm not getting it based on my talent. Third,
and your hard work.
Yeah. Third, it's disrespect to women because you want to perpetuate this stereotype.
Yeah, that's wrong, dude.
Like you want to take you are trying to do the thing that I have to fight against every fucking day.
You think Ellen DeGeneres made it because of what she said?
Just slobbing clamshells.
Dude,
just licked clamshells all the way to the top.
Probably every night, hit 10 mics a night, or they worked hard. You work hard, right?
Yeah.
So that makes sense because that's what you wrote on your story to go against what she did.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was like, bruh, I used to do 3 to 7 open mics every night for 3 years. I've been on stage to date more than 2,500 times, and I've only been doing comedy for like 3.5 years.
Keep going.
And then, thanks, bud. I used to write 100 jokes every day my first year, and
wait. Say that last thing again.
100 jokes every day for my first year.
You wrote 100 jokes every day?
Every day my first year. 3 hours every day. And I had a full-time job. So I would write on my lunch break.
That's crazy.
I would write at my job, even though I wasn't supposed to. And I would write after. On my lunch break, I would just write jokes. And
where'd you write? In a notebook, or do you have index cards?
Notebook. Yeah, and my phone.
Wow.
In my note, yeah.
How'd you come up with these premises and ideas?
You just do it, dude. You're like, da 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 da. It just happens. It's a muscle, writing jokes. I don't write jokes anymore because I'm trying to be more like storytelling.
Yeah.
But, so I do that. Like the first time I ever went on the road, I slept in my car for 6 months.
Damn.
And drove for Postmates. So I would go to like Portland, drive for Postmates during the day, and then sleep in I would do like spots, like they were unpaid at like Helium or these clubs. I would do guest sets.
This is in Oregon?
Everywhere. I would tour for 6 months. I toured the country.
On your own? By
myself, sleeping in my back seat, driving for Postmates during the day, and doing like B clubs, doing a half hour, but making like basically no money for like $50 a show, and then doing all these like random little spots.
Jeez,
so it's like
that's what it takes. Dude,
yeah,
good
dude,
for
it's
you,
fucking
dude.
so much work,
good
dude.
for you, dude.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that is hard work. So you created your own tours and like were they open mics and you would just show up?
It was a combination of, I would reach out to bookers and I booked actual work, and then some spots I would do mics just to like meet, like to showcase in front of the bookers of like, Helium Portland. And then I would do bar shows, but I had an Excel spreadsheet. I found every booker. It took me, days. I found every booker in every major city. Like I would read like random articles like, oh, top underground comedy shows in fucking Spokane, Washington. And then reached out to every single one on Facebook and planned my own little tour and slept in my car. And yeah, dude, I don't know. So that's why, it's just like the comedy is so special to me. But I don't know. I have so much respect for stand-up.
Yeah.
And I don't think people look at me and think that, because
they just base it on your looks, huh?
Yeah, for sure. Oh, for sure.
Have you been like, how do you deal with hecklers or like kind of rude comments and stuff like that?
So when I first started stand-up at open mics, comics didn't like that I was doing stand-up.
Wait, comics, guys, anger, comics in general?
Comics in general.
Why is that?
Open
Why
mics,
is that? I'm confused at that.
They were like, you're not welcome here. Because people don't look like me at mics. I mean, not to sound like fucked up, but there's very few women, let alone like, I guess, conventionally attractive chicks, you know? And so I remember I would do these mics, and like the whole room of comedians would heckle me when I was on stage. So I was
While
like,
you're doing your set?
I was like 2 months into stand up, and people were like, don't come back. You're not welcome here. We don't give a fuck about what you have to say. And I'll go back every night, and they would all tell me to leave when I was on stage. The whole room of comedians.
That's so commendable. How do you grow thick enough skin to endure
I don't know,
that?
dude. I just kept coming back. I was like, fuck it. And then that's when I started writing 100 jokes a day. And I was like, I'm gonna become a good writer.
What do you think about that, Chris?
That's impressive. That's why you're so good.
Yeah.
I think so.
I had a question here because you're on the topic. Just out of my own curiosity, and maybe there's someone like an open micer watching, or a person that wants to pursue comedy. In your opinion, how long does it take to come up with your first 5 minutes, then your first 10 minutes, and then going to your 50? You know, because it comes in increments, right? Because not every joke will work.
Right.
Like, what's your process like there? Like, how long does that take?
Well, I did an hour my first year because I was.
What?
Yeah, because I, like, a couple months into stand-up, I was made a regular on this really big podcast called Kill Toni. Do you know?
That's Tony Hitchcliffe.
Yeah, so I was made a regular where I had to write and perform a new minute every week in the main room.
Wow.
That's how I met Bobby. Bobby would judge it.
Oh.
Yeah. Actually, he's the first person technically to pay me for stand-up. When I was on that mic, when I was doing Kill Toni, he gave me $20 and told me never to quit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is my brother a good guy?
I think so.
George, is my brother a good guy?
Yeah. As long as he's not making fun of me, you know, he's a great guy.
You're so.
I know damn well he's a good guy. Keep going. I like that.
So yeah, so my first year I did 60 minutes on that show. 60
Damn.
one-liners, 60 minutes of one-liners. So by the end of my first year of stand-up.
All one-liners?
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I was writing so many jokes.
How did you remember all that?
Well, what do you mean? You only have to do a new minute every week.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just... Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
But that would be so difficult if you did...
Well, when I first started touring, I was doing a half hour, and it was just one-liners, basically, from Kill Toni that I had already written. So
you had a half hour of just one-liners?
that's what I would do on the road, yeah. I was like,
do you guys see a lot of this style? There's not a lot of that style going on. Most people just like talk and tell stories and stuff.
Which is what I do now.
Why did you switch, man? I think that's original to stick with the one. No?
I think that.
What do you guys think? No?
I like both.
Yeah, I think it's like people want to know
more
about who you are.
Yeah.
Because you don't really know who the person is. Because you can hide, and also it's easier to hide behind jokes.
Like, what do you mean by that?
You can hide behind a joke. Like I can give you a joke, and I can write a joke for you, and you can memorize it word for word, and then go on stage and say it word for word, and it will get a laugh. It's like a formula. But
really?
Yeah, for sure. You can hide behind jokes.
Oh, but you don't choose not to do that now.
No, so now I don't have any jokes at all.
So
I don't write anything. I just go and talk.
Wait, unplanned?
Yeah, I started going on the road with Griffin, which Griffin told me that Eric Griffin, he told me that you asked about me.
Yeah, Vanessa was about to do is she cool? I asked her, you know her? She cool? Like, He goes, oh yeah.
What do you say?
He goes, no, he said like nothing but good things. I don't really remember specifics, but he's like, oh yeah, she's cool. Oh yeah, people know about her, yeah, and all this. So it's good stuff. like the ones that
Griffin doesn't compliment people easily. I don't even know how
so
well
you feel better
him.
now? You feel good now?
Oh yeah,
Bob and Griffin say some good stuff about you.
Griffin,
you should feel good about that.
I do.
Don't you? Like
Griffin was so mean to me, dude. No, he's like my older brother.
Yeah, he's a sweetheart. That's like my other brother. Like, we're not related, but I look at him like a brother.
Yeah. Like, we'll be at comedy clubs and people will be on stage and he'd be like, this person shouldn't ever do stand up again. And they're like famous headliners, and he's like, ugh. He's just in the back. He's like, oh, I have to listen to this shit. He doesn't like most comedians.
Yeah.
No, he loves comedians, but he just has a very high bracket. He's an amazing comic. Him and Bobby are both so good. But I was opening for Griffin while he was getting ready for a special, and we were in Irvine, and right before I went on stage, it was sold out, like 700 people or something. Right before I went on stage, Griffin's like, hey, I don't believe anything you say on stage. Why don't you go try to be honest for once? And I was like going through the curtains. I was like, cool.
Wait, this is in the green room?
No, yeah. I was backstage going on stage to do a half, like 20 minutes. And he was like, I don't believe anything you say. Go and be honest for once. And I was like, okay. And as I was walking on stage.
So you switched your whole act?
So like the first 5-10 minutes I like did my material, and then like halfway through I just talked, and then for like 5 minutes, and then that worked really well. Wow. And then went back to my material. So Griffin was the one that inspired me to just tell the truth on stage.
Yeah, that's so cool that he did that.
Yeah.
Have you bombed at all?
Yeah, of course.
So let's hear some stories
about bombing.
Yeah, like how you dealt with it, like how it made you feel.
Man. Okay.
And because I bombed for my brother.
You bombed?
I opened for him in Tempe Improv.
Just recently? That club's fucking huge too.
Yeah, it was packed.
Fuck, dude.
It was packed.
That room seats like 1,000 people.
It was packed. It was like a 4th of July. It was packed. I wasn't ready. I got a bloody nose.
I think that room seats like 1,200.
I bombed in front of all of them.
You guys have been seeing.
I tried to do a cowboy rap.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
A cowboy rap? Do a little bit of it.
$40 bidder for $40 bidder 40. I'll put your face in the manure. My brain is the computer. If you fuck with my style, I'll get my cousin Cooter. You know, blah blah blah. And then, but the whole time I was doing this, I was just like, looking at the ground. And I did the whole thing 5 minutes, and then I look up, and then it was just a sea of silence.
I bombed in Tempe Improv.
Oh, you did?
With Steve Byrne.
Oh, I know Steve.
He's great.
Yeah.
I was just opening for him in Irvine 2 weekends ago.
Mm-hmm. How did it's
Tempe is when you don't do well in that room, you can taste it.
It was like an outer body experience.
You can taste the disappointment in that room.
Yeah. So
it's
anyway,
so big.
So the MC saved me. They go, okay, anyway, come on. Okay, give it up for Steve.
Did Bobby give you so much shit?
No, he wasn't. Yeah, no, I'll tell you what happened. So they walked me back. I've told this story, and I'm in the green room, and then it was just like quiet in the green room, and then my brother has his head down. He goes, couple things. He goes, couple things. I love you. You're my brother. I'm proud that you walked through your fear and went up there. But you're off the next 2 shows.
He bombed you?
No, yeah, there's 2 other shows that I should have done. And then he goes, I go, why? Because I thought I did. I was like kind of like trying to justify like maybe I didn't do as bad as I did, but I knew I did bad because you have to. You know, you've been there. You have to walk through the crowd to get to the green room.
Yeah.
You have to walk through them.
Oh yeah.
So when I was walking by,
no one
sweating.
would look at you.
Yeah. No one looked at me. I tried to look to get a response, and everyone just looked forward. And so in my mind, it shifted like, oh, you bombed, guy. You really bombed. And so he's like, yeah, we're just they're stumped on time. We can't have you. And so, but I learned later. So I had to drive my mom's Camry back to Gilbert, all sad. But the real reason is because the manager, personally went up to Bob and was like, "Your brother
can't go on that stage ever again."
Yeah, he was done.
Dang, dude.
So, what was your experience like?
Oh yeah. Not like that.
Okay.
I was doing a space rap and
Oh, you did a rap too? Okay. I was gonna say. I was dying to hear. Okay, sorry.
I did a desert rap, and they were like, no. Yeah, dude, get your little tobacco out.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm anxious though.
All right, what?
Just thinking of that story.
Oh yeah, I like how you're chewing through your
Mm-hmm.
bomb. Or you just let it. It just sits there.
It just sits there.
How old are you?
I'm in my 40s.
Oh damn, dude, you look good.
Thank you.
When's your birthday?
August 25th.
Oh my god, my sister's the 24th.
Oh, she's a Virgo?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up.
Oh, you guys are so innocent and like confused. She gets chlamydia like all the time, and I don't know how.
Jeez, that's crazy. You might have to edit
like,
that.
"Sames."
You might have to edit. We might have to edit
No,
that part
I don't
out.
care.
Because if she watches it,
Who cares?
Okay.
I tell her all the time, like, yo, stop getting chlamydia.
Okay. So your Tempe Improv. I want to hear about your.
Oh, about my
because, yeah, I
bomb?
just
I'll
shed
tell
my
you.
soul. Like,
So I was on the road with this guy, Mike Faberman, who at the time had been Me Too'd, not by me, by another person, and he wasn't allowed to perform at all these comedy clubs. He was,
why not?
because all these feminists were calling these comedy clubs, and they're like, he can't perform, he's a misogynist. So he was performing under an alias name.
Wait, what was the alias?
I don't even know, like Michael or something. Anyway, so he and these clubs wouldn't pay him a full price, so he didn't make enough money to pay for a flight. So he calls me and is like, hey Vanessa, I'll let you do guest spots, which is like 10 minutes. He's like, I'll let you do guest spots, I'll throw you a little bit of cash, and can you drive me for the next 2 weeks on all.
Hey, it's work. It's a gig.
And I think it's because he's like, bro, if I take Vanessa on the road and she's like, no, he's a great guy, we slept in the same hotel room, didn't do anything, he's like, my career's gonna come back or something. I think that's what he probably thought. Anyway, well, he was very respectful and very nice, and I didn't know his
You guys sleep
reputation.
in the same room as him?
We slept in the same room, but different separate beds, which was like, he watched like CNN all night. It was aggressive, and he snores. I mean, whatever. Anyway, so yeah. I was like, anyway, so
You watch CNN though.
no, it's just, it was like,
keep going.
and he's like old, so it's like the light he has like his phone brightness all the way up, and it was like glowing.
Oh my God, was he watching it on his phone?
Yeah, and like the
Oh my
news, and he's like, Trump's taking over. I'm like, bro, I don't want to dream about Trump. It's like 3 a.m. Anyway, so yeah, exactly. I'd rather you meme to me than listen to more of his bullshit, dude. So anyway, so like he so like this fucking tour was garbage. Like we had to drive like 14 hours in the middle of the night and like to get to spots, and it was like there was no sleep, and it was the most treacherous doing radio. It was like everything on steroids. Anyway, so like a week and a half into this little tour thing, we're going through Phoenix for like some bar show.
Where in Phoenix? What spot?
I don't remember, but
Okay.
he literally was there for a bar show. Like this is where his career was at. Like he went to Phoenix.
So explain what a bar show is.
Like it's a
compared to-
bar
Yeah.
filled with hundreds of people, like a couple hundred people.
Are
And you
they
do
there for comedy or to drink?
They're there for comedy.
Okay.
But he couldn't get in the club, so he was doing bar shows. But Steve Byrne was at the Improv that weekend, and Mike's friends with Steve, and so he hits up Steve and was like, hey dude, can we do guest sets? So Faberman asked if him and I can do guest sets
At the Tempe Improv.
at Tempe Improv.
Oh, because Steve was a headline. He needed openers and
No,
guest
he
spots.
had openers. He had an opener,
Then
and
why
he had a
did he need
feature. Because you can ask someone to give you a 10-minute guest spot. It's like as a favor.
Oh.
So we go to Tempe, and who are you pointing at?
George.
Oh, are you like doing stand up, dude? That's dope. Okay. Like you're like he's like your little
No,
like.
just trying to.
I like how
burn a
you're trying to
fire.
mentor him, but it's like.
But I'm the
You
failure.
get,
to comedy.
but you get bumped by your own brother.
Okay. Back to your story.
So I hadn't slept for like 2 weeks. I took a bunch of vitamins like at the wrong time, and I was just like tired, and I was like, I can't go up. We get to Tempe Improv. I'm like, bro, I was like, I don't want to go up. I'm not going up. At this point, I was like a year and a half into stand up, and I was like, I'm not going up. I don't want to. I don't feel like it. I'm not going up. And it was sold out. And Faberman looks at me. He's like, anytime you can get on stage, he's like, you fucking go up. And I was just like, ugh. So the host goes up. The guest set's between the host and the feature. I'm assuming you had a guest set.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
crazy.
think it was like 3 to 5.
Usually it's 5 to 10, but yeah.
Oh, mine was like 3. Yeah.
I really
was real
believe it
quick.
in you, dude.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's type 3.
Yeah, it's 3.
With the host on stage so that he can chaperone you.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I go up, and I was like fucking really tired, and I did like 5 minutes, and it didn't go over well. I didn't bomb, but it wasn't good. The audience was like, she's funny, but we don't know if we like her.
Oh.
And I got off stage, and I was so upset because I was like, I was mad at Faberman. I was like,
You didn't want to do it.
I didn't want to go up, and I was like, you fucking pushed me up. I told you I wasn't in the mood. I told you I didn't feel good, and blah 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 blah. I was being a little bitch, and Steve Byrne goes up and murders for an hour, fucking murders.
Yeah.
And I was like, see, if I felt like that, I could have been good too. And Steve's just up there. And I was like, there's a little like tantrum in my head, not out loud.
Yeah.
And we go back in the green room. Steve gets off stage and he falls on the couch and he's like, I'm so sick. He's like, I had the flu. I didn't sleep last night. And I'm like, what? I was like, you just went up and murdered for an hour. And I was like, how did you do that? And he's like, dude, he's like, when you've been doing comedy for 20 years, he's like, you learn to just fucking show up to work. And he's like, it doesn't matter how you feel. He's like, when people are paying to see you, he's like, you show up to work. And I was like, fuck, dude. And it made me realize from that one night, I was like, every time I feel sick, every time I feel sad, every time something fucked up happens in my life, I'm going to force myself to go on stage that night.
Wow.
To like,
good for you,
yeah.
buddy. That's a great story.
Yeah, dude. And so
yeah.
And it's crazy because like, I mean, like Chappelle.
Shout out to Steve.
I know. Yeah. And he had me at Irvine Improv this like over Christmas weekend. And I was like, bro, like, and I told him a story. I was like, this thing happened. I was like, you inspired me. I was like, I'm such
you totally thanked him?
Yeah. I was like, I'm such a better comic because of you.
Wow.
And he's like, that's fucking dope.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So what's in store for you? Like, cause you've paid your dues. Are you working on a special?
2020. I want to shoot my special summer of 2020. That's like cause I'm only 3.5 years in. So
that's it?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like a baby comedian.
And you've done how many mics have you? You've done a lot of mic time.
Yeah. And I do club shows now. Wow. And I go on the road and I tour.
Wow. That's crazy. So
Yeah.
when's your next tour or like, how you preparing for your special and all that?
So I'm featuring in 2019 with different comics. And then my agents are gearing me up to start hopefully headlining beginning of 2020. So like Q1 and Q2 of 2020, I'll be headlining and then aiming to shoot my special Q3 or Q4 of 2020.
Who are some, you've made, I'm guessing you made some comedian friends on the way?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Who do you get inspired
Well, Griffin
by?
is like, I'm super close to Griffin.
So you like his style?
Yeah, I love his stand-up.
Yeah. Any other females that you look up to? Like Whitney, maybe?
People compare me and Whitney all the time.
Oh, why?
I think it's because, well, like, Bobby actually compares us. He's like, you remind me so much of Whitney. And I was like, dang, dude. But not our stand-up. They say just because, like, apparently she's really like driven and like focused.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've
she's
ever.
like a goat.
Yeah.
No, I've seen her. I don't know her like that, but you know, when I used to see my brother perform, like she'd always have a notebook on her, and I'm like,
right.
Dang. And this is like before she got the shows. Like, was it? She had like
Two Broke Girls.
Yeah. And that was like before that, and then I was just peeping her, like just her demeanor.
Yeah.
And I just knew. I'm like, oh, this one.
She's really smart.
She's like really driven.
Yeah, she's really smart too. I mean, Bill Burr is like my number one comedic influence.
Yeah, he's dope.
I watch his specials at least once a week.
Oh, you do?
Mm-hmm.
So
Always.
you watch other comedians to get inspired?
I read his special out loud.
Wow, that's crazy.
Like his full hour, I'll read out loud at least once a month, just to like get the feeling of it and understand it.
Who else?
Burr is like the main one. He's like the main one. If I could be like the female Bill Burr, I would be so happy. Just in terms of like his style, I love Griffin. Griffin's style is amazing. Griffin's style is similar to Burr, just like less yelling. Yeah, but it's the same structure of like setup, like this is the way this works. Isn't that weird? Like kind of like shutting light on something and then an act out and voices. Like it's a very similar stand-up structure. And so I would say those are like the two main like stand-ups. For females, like I love women, but I think that I don't know. There aren't a lot of female comics, dude. Like you have Liza, you have Whitney. Oh, I love Ali Wong.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ali Wong. Yeah, she's on fire.
Yeah.
Doesn't she have like the number one
special on Netflix?
Netflix special?
Number one special on Netflix for all specials.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
She was just in Phoenix.
Was she?
Yeah.
While you were there?
Yeah, because I think she texted my brother just saying.
Missed your set.
Yeah. What was that?
She missed your set.
Yeah, she did.
You could have parlayed that into something, dude.
So she's killing. I mean, that's awesome though. I mean,
Yeah.
so that says like if you just work hard, you could get. So is that your goal, Netflix?
You mean like for a special?
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool. What
What are other outlets besides Netflix?
Well, I don't know, because like here's the thing: the world's changing so much. Like,
can you just film your own?
yeah, like
And
that's
just
what I'm saying.
package it
We don't
or-
know, like, because technology, the way that just the world is evolving,
Mm-hmm.
every 6 months, it's like the whole layout changes. You know, and
Yeah,
so
because you could like with what's Skype, or you could like Skype it in, or you could. There's like apps where you could do it like just
Yeah.
film it with one camera.
yeah, we don't know. And then like by
Yeah.
2020, Netflix might not be buying any more specials. We
Mm-hmm.
don't know, because they've done. I don't know. I have no idea. 2020 is so
Hulu,
far away.
Does Hulu mess with comedy?
Do they do specials? I didn't know that.
So maybe that's an option for you,
Yeah.
Hulu, because they're growing. Because
Yeah.
I like their movies as well.
Do you?
Yeah, they have Tom Hanks and Big. They have Big and all the
They
80s.
didn't make big.
I know, but you can watch. You can watch like Big on there. Yeah. This is great. How are we doing on time? We're doing good.
Yeah, we're doing pretty
Like
good.
we're like what 40 minutes?
Yeah, like 47.
47. So what are some things that did you want to ask Vanessa? So
Not yet.
no, George or Bryce?
I'm good.
I have this written down. What are some
A
of
lot of notes there, Steve.
what are some of your outside
Probably.
interests besides stand up like?
What are my outside interests?
Yeah, like what else do you enjoy doing?
I love black dudes. Oh no. But really.
Cool. No, I'm just rolling. Yeah, cool.
That's the first time I've seen you like try to keep it in, but you're like didn't know what to do. I like that.
Just like, I want to keep it PG. I don't know. Well, I don't. We're not gonna get flagged. We're gonna get flagged. We ain't gonna get flagged.
Because I said I like black dudes.
No, there ain't nothing wrong with that.
No, we're not gonna go into detail.
Hispanic dudes, black
Story's
dudes,
too long.
Asians, Indian dudes. It's all good. It's all good in the hood.
We
You can
like-
like.
we
You
love
can
all
like.
races
You know what?
at
You
the
can like
Steebee
whoever you
Weebee.
want. It's almost 2020, dude.
Are you trying to convince me or convince yourself, dude?
Hey, I have a girlfriend, but I've dated them all.
People before?
Yeah, people.
How long
different
have you and your
races.
girlfriend been together?
2.5 years.
Wow,
Yeah.
dude.
Do,
Is
do
she
you have a
a dude?
a boyfriend? Yeah.
No.
Okay.
How long? What,
Is
is
it
she black?
Would you date another comedian?
Would I date another comedian?
Yeah.
That's so funny. I literally had sex with a comedian last night, and we were talking about this. And I like your face. I
All
think
right, let's talk about it.
no, dude, I don't want to get flagged.
No, we're not gonna get flagged.
I don't want to,
Let's
offend
talk
all your
about-
preschool listeners.
Who's this guy?
I can't say who it is.
Okay,
so.
wait. So how did you? Well, just tell us a story.
No, it's just he's a guy who I've known for a minute, and I was like, and then I saw him on stage. I was like, I'm gonna have sex with him, and then, yeah, and then I had sex with him.
He's a comedian.
Yeah. That's what you just said.
I mean, but is he like well known?
Yeah,
Does he go to the comedy store?
I would say so.
Is he a regular at the comedy store?
It's not Bobby.
I know it's not Bob. He has a girlfriend. But are they a regular there?
It doesn't matter, dude. I have.
Taller than 6 feet or
Oh, wait, no. You guys had the 20 question. This is good. So their names on their names on the comedy store. So they're a regular.
Well, I mean, listen. I don't want to like. You're standing up for this
No,
shit, dude.
yeah, no, because
Here's the
I'm
thing.
good. I'm intuitive.
I know what you're thinking, and the answer is yes, probably to that one. But then that was not this one.
His name does his name start with the N?
N?
Nick?
No.
Oh,
Who's a Nick?
I thought it was maybe Nick Youssef.
No.
Okay.
Is he? I thought he was gay.
No, he's not.
Oh. You're like speaking from personal experience.
Anyway, so how did that? Is this the first time this has happened, or have you, like other comedians also like? So comedians do that? They date within the.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. They
How
do.
does that work? Like
Not
you,
the smart ones.
Oh.
I should keep it not and around there. But it's hard not to because like you see.
What's so funny, George? I'm trying to keep it straight together, dude. Yeah.
No, dude. Here's the thing.
Yeah. Break it down, dude. You know, because I'm not. It is what you guys. It is what it is.
There's a lot of. First of all, there's comics who are like well-known comedian couples, like Tom Segura and Christina P.
Oh.
Who else?
Moshe
and Natasha.
and Natasha.
Yeah. There's comedy couples.
Yeah.
You know. There's but I think that I dated a big comedy booker for 3 years. Who booked me once in 3 years. That's a whole story.
Okay.
But
how does this progression happen? Like, does it just happen naturally?
Yeah,
or yeah,
bro,
it's
like anyone else.
Is the comedy circuit a small circuit?
Yeah, for sure. It's like a high school.
So you'll see everyone all the time at there's only a certain amount of mics.
This is what it's like. Well, in comedy clubs. So it's like
break it down. It's interesting. No, go ahead.
Do you need lotion, dude?
No,
like,
no I don't need lotion. I need lotion. Oh. I use Vaseline anyway. I don't need lotion. I need Vaseline. What are you laughing at, George? Okay,
no, dude, here's the thing. It's like high school, right? So there's a couple hundred people in your high school. You guys hang out. You see each other almost every day, you know, and sometimes you see someone in your high school, you're like, oh, I kind of like that person. And then that happens. And part of you is like, maybe I shouldn't, because maybe I should go to either high school, because if something weird happens, then I have to see them all the time. That kind of sucks.
Yeah, that goes through your mind.
Yeah, so you try to, sometimes you're like, maybe I should just like not hook up with comedians because you don't want to have that. But if you're a mature person, you're like, you know what, it's fine. That person's cool. I think I wouldn't mind seeing them around even if something happened. And you know, we both are like normal people. It's not a big deal.
Oh, okay.
But I would say that the comedy community, from what I understand, there's comics who like won't have sex with anyone. No comics. Like Whitney Cummings like refused to have sex with comics. There's certain comics like they're like, I would never sleep with a comedian. Like Dalia is like, I don't sleep with comedians. Dane Cook's like, I don't sleep with comedians. You know, there's certain ones, and certain female comics that won't.
Yeah.
And then there's other comics that like only sleep with comedians.
So does it get weird at all? Like after the fact?
I think some comics make it weird, but
have you dealt with that? Like if he gets too attached maybe or something?
I dated one for 3 years. It wasn't a comic. He was in the comedy community, but like comedians are like, we're chill, dude.
How is he in the community and not a comic?
He's a booker.
Oh.
Yeah.
What about? That's interesting. Or what about this?
Is
What
this
if
boring?
it's what? No, I know it's interesting. What about if they're just at your show and it's like a cute guy and then he approaches you?
Bro,
He's like, "Oh my god, I really like your set," you know, and
yeah,
blah blah blah.
I've done that. I mean, if we're just
that makes
if we're being
sense.
100, here's the thing: I'm bisexual. There's like half of me that's very masculine.
Oh, that's cool. I had no idea. You didn't mention. That's cool.
Oh, I'm mentioning it.
Okay, cool. Fair enough.
Do you need lotion?
No,
I was
I don't need lotion. Don't need lotion.
No, dude.
So you've dated female comics as well?
No.
Okay.
No, that would be probably weird.
Oh, because they might.
They make it so a lot, but no. So like, there's a masculine side of me that's like dominant.
What do you mean by that?
Like, sometimes there's just like a dude side of me. So like, for example, like if we're just being like 100, sometimes I'll be on the road, and I'll be at like. I'll do like I'll be on the road and touring, and then I'll do a show, and then like a hot guy or like a person will be like, oh, hey, what's up? And I'll be like, hey, nice to meet you, whatever. Here's my hotel room. And then
You do that?
Yeah, and I just get like dick Postmates. It's dope.
Damn. That's gangster.
Thank you.
Damn, you do that?
Yeah, girls can do it too. Cause dudes, male comics do that all the time.
Wait, they meet someone, just say, this is my hotel room?
Yeah, that's what most male comics do.
Really?
For sure.
Do you know this, George?
But do you hang out with, like comics that like go on the road and like headline?
Well, not too much.
Yeah. No, it's like we all talk about it. Wow. Like the comics that go on the road, we all sit there like, man, and then we show photos of like their bodies. It's so fucked up.
Yeah. You know, it'd be a nightmare. What if you did that, but then he shows up with his homies?
Huh?
There's like 5 guys that show up. Hey,
No, it's never happened. No, it's very obvious. Hey, by the way, come over.
Oh.
Yeah, so like that's what like Delia and all those guys, Theo Vaughn, when they're on the road, I don't want to like, but all of them, dude. You go on the road, and whoever's the one that you like,
this?
whoever's the one you like the most on the road.
Wait. Keep it on the hush. Wait, what do you do? Wait. Keep it on the hush. I'm not. No, they can't see you. But do you know? You know about this?
No. Okay, I don't know for sure, Theo, but like male comics, right? Most of them are on the road, and whoever they like the most at the meet and greet. Most male comics do meet and greet just to find who they're gonna have sex with that night. It's not about like building a fan base. It's about figuring out who they're gonna have sex with.
What's a meet and greet? Is that before the show?
And it was after the show.
Oh. And then after the show, how does this work? They go into the lobby?
All these people come up and try to take... You been on the road with
Oh,
Bobby?
I've seen it with Bob.
After the
Yeah.
show.
They line up and then they take the pictures.
Yeah, and that's it's a casting couch. Like, okay, this one's hot. And then you're like, this is and then you're like, my hotel is come there at 6 o'clock.
You do that now.
8 p.m.
Damn.
Bro, I'm a gangster.
Yeah, you are. Wow. How fast do they come over? Like within a minute?
Yeah, and then the thing is like, but I haven't done it. I try not to do it because sometimes, and this happens too to other people, like I talk to male comics about it, they think that they're going to be like your boyfriend or girlfriend.
Oh.
And they think they're going to move to Los Angeles. Yeah, and you have to go through this whole talk.
So do you have to let them know and clarify, like, listen, dude, we just hooked up.
They try to have like breakfast the next morning to like talk about your future. Yeah.
You are like a dude.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. That's sick. You flipped it on these fools. Damn. What do you think about this, guys? Yeah.
Bruh.
Do they get like two, like a cat?
Yeah,
Like,
100%.
can we just cuddle a little longer? Can we just cuddle a little longer?
Just like that. I feel like you might have been in this place, dude. You were very in character.
I just thought this was a special night.
It's exactly how it is, dude. You're crushing it. Oh my God, I feel like I'm
Can
there.
we just cuddle for 5 more minutes, please? I promise I won't bother you again. I just, this is a special night. Right?
100%.
And then they get sad?
Totally.
Do you straight up like kick them out of your room? Like, get out.
Yeah, because you kind of have to be a little mean to them. And it's kind of sad because, I don't know.
Pretend I'm the guy. I was hoping we could get a breakfast in the morning.
No, dude, I can't. I have to do radio in the morning.
Well, I could go with you.
No, dude, it's only can be like the comedians and stuff.
No, I won't make a sound. Is that okay?
It's okay, dude. Let's talk tomorrow afternoon.
No, I'd rather talk about it now.
We can't.
Why
But you're
not?
super cool. And we had so
when
much fun last night.
When can we see each other again?
Add me on Facebook, and when I come back to Washington, we can talk.
So you want me to leave tonight, or because I'm feeling a little lightheaded? Can I lay down? I have a headache. I'll go.
No, yeah. Sometimes I'll let them sleep over.
Minutes.
I don't want to hurt their feelings, dude.
Okay. Did I do a pretty good job, guys?
Sounds like
Thank you.
I don't know. Steve's been a rock star before. He was I don't know.
What are you talking about, George?
Steve, yeah.
What are you talking about?
Steve's toured the country as well as a headliner.
So I quit doing comedy. I did music. I do music now.
Wait, so did you actually do stand-up?
Yeah.
Wait, so that whole story about Tempe was a joke?
No, it was true. I used to go to Marty's even.
Okay,
I went to Marty's. I did Mike's a Rock Paper. I did what's the
Rock Paper? That's old school,
yeah, it's
man.
old school. And then I went to the I signed up at the comic book place that's no longer there.
Nerd Melt. I live right behind.
Yeah,
there.
Nerd Melt. I did Nerd Melt. I did Yeah.
But that time that the cowboy rap at Tempe, was that the last time you ever opened or did spots with Bobby, or did you do spots after that?
That's the last time I did it all.
Yeah. Oh wow, you quit from that.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, good for you. Just kidding.
I do music now though.
You do music?
Yeah, dude. Because the cowboy thing was meant for music, right, Bryce? It's a music bit. It's not for comedy, right?
Oh, any upcoming shows, Steve?
Yeah, I have one on the 19th, and we'll talk about that at the end. How we doing on time? We doing it? The album's available at bandcamp.com/Steebee Weebee. But did you have fun? Did you have fun on here? Are you happy?
Are we done?
No, we don't have to be. How we doing on time?
Oh, okay.
We're about an hour, but we do have packets. I have a P.O. box for the show, and people send in stuff, and I would like to, with the guests, we like to open these at the end, and this takes about 10 minutes as well.
Oh, yeah, dude, I'm
And then
down.
yeah. So, okay, so.
Do you have any haters?
Do we have haters?
Nah, everyone loves us.
Okay, good. Cause that'd be such a shitty way to die, dude. Like just like a bomb. I died on Steebee Weebee podcast. Female comedian, upcoming female comedian dies.
No. I hopefully that won't happen. Let's start
It's
plugging.
plastic.
Let's start plugging your Instagram.
My social, yeah. You
Yeah.
can follow me on Instagram at Vanessa V Johnston, and then Twitter at Vanessa
Just like Daniel
Johnston.
Johnston,
Yeah.
the musician.
With a T.
Yeah. JOHNSTON.
Yeah. Vanessa V Johnston.
Vanessa
Instagram.
V Johnston. Twitter.
Twitter Vanessa Johnston. But Instagram's like where it's at, you know?
Yeah. Facebook.
Vanessa V Johnston. But Instagram.
And then let's inform the viewers where
Yeah.
they could catch you live, your stand-up act.
Well, when is this? I'm at the Laugh Factory tomorrow. That's like
This airs on Wednesday.
I don't know. I don't know my schedule. I post it on my Instagram.
So go to our Instagram,
Yeah.
folks. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, dude, that was dope.
Are we opening presents now?
No, I have announcements to
Okay.
make. So thanks for coming in. That was a good one. I feel good about that. There were some funny moments, right? You guys feel good? Yeah. So this is going to air on Wednesday.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So shout out to my new Patreons. If you want to become a patron, go to patreon.com/Steebee Weebee. Okay. Shout out to Victoria Cavaluzzi, Pyramid Power, Jung Shin, Polanki Sharon, Freddie Arisby, O'Reilly 2211, and my man Dan Hollis. Okay. And I want to give a shout out. I just released an album on SteebieWeebieBandcamp.com, and these are some of the people that bought the album. And I want to go down the line because it means a lot. Because I put it up for $10, but some people bought it for $25, $30. They like gave me more. They paid more for the album. So my man Arthur Tan Singh, my man Arthur, Frank Roach, Zachary Edgar, Brad Medina, Matthew Wild, Zahidi Guerra, Anders Mortensen, Sergio Soto, Emery Alidia, Derek Lowry, Michael Perez, Benjamin Martinson, Bryce Halleck. Thank you. I love you for that. Also, Oliver, Dan Singer, Matt Weidenhoft, Nicholas Martinez, Sebastian Lester, Gregory Kelly, Matt Davidson, Michael Martinez, Brian Wolfman, Nick Murphy, Ari Lee Surratt, Dylan Lines, Stephen Esparza, and my man Bobby Endless. Okay? Thanks, guys. So if you want to follow the Steebee Weebee Show, my Instagram's QUANGOU. Yeah, go to patreon.com/Steebee Weebie, SteebieWeebieBandcamp.com. Send stuff. We have a P.O. box, guys, and we have some stuff that I want you to be a part of here. Go send it to the Steebee Weebee Show, 1425 North Cherokee Avenue, P.O. Box 1391, LA, California 90093. Okay, and then with that being said, I do have a show on the 19th at the Chewing Foil Gallery in LA. It's for my homegirl Leilani's album release party. She just released an album called Fantastic Planet, so check that out. Who else? Presented by Dome of Doom and Obey Clothing. Leilani, Exile, Gavlin, me, DJ Nobody, Yoshi, Vintage, and Free the Robots. You RSVP at leilani.splashthat.com, and it's free. Are you guys going?
Only if I get VIP.
Okay. And with that being said, we're going to start. Vanessa, we're going to open this. This is from Tessa Recht.
Bro, that looks like it's like so old.
Can you read this on the show for the viewers, please?
Oh God. Okay. I'm gonna say it in what I think her. I'm gonna say it in what I think her voice sounds like. Hi, Steve. Love your show. Here's some poems for you. Share with any friends who I thought it was any friends you have. Share with any friends who know how it feels to be a kitchen kid.
Okay.
TW.
Yeah.
Tessa Reckid. Oh my God, we're gonna die.
That, Steve?
Huh? No, I didn't open it
Okay,
yet.
what's that?
I don't know yet.
You gotta guess. Get a guess, man.
No, it's
She said
poems.
Poems.
Doesn't the guest get to open those, Steve? You
Oh,
guess
so
the
he's
guest.
been opening them lately.
Nah, bro.
Jeez,
They're your poems. I feel like that's a personal thing.
Okay, so I want you to open Kitchen Kids and pick out one poem to read.
I have to read the poem?
Yes.
Damn, you make your guests work, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please don't laugh like because this is someone's poetry also. Please.
Number 10,
Chris.
tax evasion.
I like this.
When your only interaction with the outside world is making eyes at the Safeway counter girl and you want to go out but you're sick inside, lick speed off the floor and blast aside. When your mom's a paramedic and she calls you up too late, tonight she had to treat a guy who raped his dog and she makes $11 an hour. When I sleep and I dream, I'm on top of the world. I'm a crime-fighting, dragon tattoo kind of girl. Just kidding, I work too hard to dream anymore. And when I lie awake at night, every part of me's sore. When the cops took me in, I knew they couldn't win. They saw me on the street and thought I looked like sin. When the judge looked at me, I gave a standing ovation. It was like catching Al Capone for tax evasion.
Dang. That was cool.
Who was that from again?
Tessa Wrecked. Good stuff, Tessa. Keep writing your words. I love it. And with that being said, our next one is Quest Carol. And then they wrote drew a pizza on it.
What do you think's in there, Steve? The guest gets to open it, man.
Please handle with care.
Has anyone ever sent you like a pet?
No.
Bruh, send him
I
hamsters.
think it's like a framed picture of some sorts.
You should get like a gecko. You live here?
Yeah. Yes, I do. Okay.
Oh, wow, there's a lot of stuff in there. Okay. Oh, there's like more package.
Okay. So what do we have?
Framed photo there?
More packaging. He shops at Food for Less. Okay. Oh, that's so cute. He made you.
Oh.
I don't know what that means. Quag loves the Steebee Weebee Show.
Wow.
Dang, bro, you got all these artists that follow you.
Quite cute, yeah.
I love it. I'm going to put it up on my piano. Thank you. Thank you to Quest Carol. I love it. Some stickers?
He
Can
gave
I
you-
see this?
He gave you more
Oh,
stuff.
zine. Pizza Pyramid. He's a skateboarder. Look at this. It's a zine. Okay, let's see what's up. Valley of Sickness, pressed in the Northwest, Eugene, Oregon. Thank you, brother. Keep on shredding. Okay, that was cool. This is not so hard, is it? Okay, we only have 2 more.
Do you get these every week?
I check the PO box every 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh, so not
Yeah.
every guest gets to open presents?
Yeah, this is only the special ones.
Thanks.
This one's from Shane Hauser, and I feels like a shirt.
Letter?
What?
These
No,
ones are
I
easy
want to
open.
watch.
Steve,
I
letter open?
want to watch him open it.
Oh, I'm scared he's gonna cut something. He always opens it with scissors. This is the easy open. And then he looks inside and gets the guess.
Oh, you gotta.
Yeah, I was right, and I got a bracelet. Whoop! Level Up Clothing. Shout out to www.levelupclothing702.com. Level up, bro. Thank you. Cool, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put it right here. Thank you. Thank you. Who was that from? Thank you, Shane. And then this is the last one.
It says glass.
This is from Patty's Peppers. So I'm guessing it's maybe some jalapeno peppers. I feel food. I feel like there's some food in here. What do you think, Vanessa?
I don't know, dude.
What do you think? Oh, there's a letter.
Oh, that's for sure a bomb. Okay.
What are you doing? What are you doing? This is someone sent this.
Aw, cute. My nephew and I are big fans.
Oh.
Enjoy a delicious gift. Keep up the hilarious work.
Patty's Peppers.
Yeah.
Hand-picked. Hand-packed.
Oh, they're seeds?
I don't know.
Bro, you gotta grow those outside.
I do? Look at this.
Oh no, that's a card.
Okay. Hungarian hot and sweet peppers. Wow. Check it out.
Mm.
Cool.
How cool is that? Huh? I've never had Hungarian peppers before. Hungarian hot and sweet peppers. Patty's Peppers. What do you think?
It's dope, dude.
Yeah? You guys want one? I love spicy. You want to take one of them home? Okay. So I got to give a shout out to
Patty.
Patty's Peppers. So shout out to Patty's Peppers. Go get them Patty's Peppers, okay? Hey, shout out to you. Big ups to you. And I wish you nothing but luck and good fortune in your comedy adventure and journey.
Thank you.
And we're all waiting for you to release your comedy special, whatever outlet it's on. We're all gonna watch it, right, guys? Hulu, Netflix. But you know what'd be dope? HBO, dude.
Oh yeah.
HBO, dude. Because you have history there.
True.
I mean, what if you do that? HBO's the top, right, guys?
They're all good. Whoever thinks they're the top.
We believe in you, buddy. So look out for her comedy, support her comedy, and watch her comedy. Right, guys? Right. With that being said, it's a special Low Ray's World tonight. He has a message for you guys, right? So now, listen to Ray. Beep, beep, beep. What the hell? Am I really back home, man? Beep, beep, beep. But that's my home behind me, man. Why am I here? Beep, beep, beep. I gotta do a goddamn promo for some show in Los Angeles, California. Is that right? Beep, 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 beep. Well, if I do this promo, I'm gonna have to do a few songs, right, Beep? Beep. Okay, so I guess the show's called Fantastic Planet Album Release Party for Leilani, a.k.a. Veggie Burger. Is that correct? Beep, beep, beep. Well, where the hell's the show at, man? And what date? Beep, beep. January 19th at the Chewing Foil Gallery in Los Angeles, California. Beep, beep. Presented by Dome of Doom and Obey Clothing. Beep, beep, beep. Okay, who's going to be on the lineup, man? Beep. Leilani. Beep. Exile. Beep. Gav. Lynn. Beep. Steebee Weebee. Beep. DJ Nobody. Beep. Yoshi Vintage. Beep. And Free the Robots. So how much is this damn show anyway? Beep. It's a free goddamn show. Well, how do they RSVP then, Beep? Beep. At leilani.splashthat.com. Is that correct? Beep. Well, if I show up to this damn thing and you won't let me go into my home right there, I'm finna do a few songs. How do you feel about that? Even though I'm not on the goddamn flyer. Beep. Well, let's show up, Beep, and show them what we're made of, man. Meow.